John Lennon, a man who changed music, culture, and the lives of millions worldwide. A Beatle, a peace activist, a husband, a father. But on a cold December night in 1980, the world lost him in a way so shocking, so unnatural, that it would leave a scar on the city of New York forever. Outside the Dakota Building, a lone gunman waited. 5 bullets fired. 4 of them hit. John Lennon fell. Blood spilled onto the sidewalk. Chaos erupted. Fans screamed. Cameras flashed, and yet questions still linger. Who killed John Lennon? Why was he so vulnerable? And could this tragedy have been prevented? This is the unnatural and mysterious death of John Lennon. John Lennon was more than a musician. He was a revolutionary, a visionary, and a symbol of peace and love. Born in 1940 in Liverpool, England, he co-founded the Beatles, the most influential band in music history. His songwriting, wit, and charisma inspired millions, shaping culture around the globe. Yet beneath the fame and the music, John was a man facing struggles, a complicated childhood, personal loss, and the pressures of constant public attention. Despite this, he remained committed to art, activism, and family. By the 1960s, John Lennon and the Beatles became a global phenomenon. He redefined music, fashion, and social thought. But fame came with costs: constant media attention, invasion of privacy, and pressures of maintaining a public persona. After the Beatles disbanded in 1970, John focused on his solo career, advocating for peace and speaking against war. His activism often attracted scrutiny from authorities and made him a target for critics and extremists. Despite fame, John faced challenges in his personal life. His marriage to Yoko Ono brought both support and intense media criticism. He struggled with parenthood, family pressures, and threats against his safety. Even though he had security concerns, John often chose to live openly, walking outside his home without bodyguards and interacting with fans. This openness, while endearing to the public, exposed him to danger. On December 8, 1980, John Lennon and Yoko Ono returned from a recording session. As they approached the Dakota Building, a man named Mark David Chapman waited, gun in hand. Chapman fired 5 shots, 4 of which struck Lennon. Chaos ensued. Screaming, police arriving, paramedics rushing to the scene. John was rushed to Roosevelt Hospital, but he was pronounced dead shortly after arrival. He was 40 years old. The official investigation revealed the weapon, a .38 caliber revolver. The shooter, Mark David Chapman. Motive: obsession with Lennon and perceived betrayal of ideals. Arrest: Chapman stayed at the scene reading The Catcher in the Rye, calmly awaiting police. The death was ruled homicide, but details surrounding Chapman's planning, security lapses, and unanswered questions fuel ongoing debate. Even today, mysteries remain. 1. Why was Chapman able to get so close despite prior warnings? 2. Was there negligence by building security? 3. Could more precautions have prevented the tragedy? 4. Why did Chapman fixate on Lennon while ignoring other public figures? 5. Were there overlooked psychological warning signs? These lingering questions make John Lennon's death feel unnatural and deeply tragic. Chapman claimed obsession with The Catcher in the Rye and a distorted sense of moral judgment. He idolized and resented Lennon simultaneously. Some experts believe mental illness played a major role, while others argue Chapman meticulously planned the murder, bringing his weapon, waiting for the perfect moment. The death devastated Yoko Ono, his children, and fans worldwide. Vigils erupted in New York, London, and across the globe. The world mourned the loss of a cultural icon, a peace advocate, and a beloved musician. His death left an indelible mark on music history, symbolizing the fragility of life even for legends. Over the years, some have speculated on unanswered questions. Security lapses at the Dakota, potential prior knowledge of Chapman's obsession, timing and response from authorities. While most accept Chapman acted alone, These theories keep discussions alive about whether Lennon's death could have been prevented. John Lennon's legacy endures. His music inspires generations. His activism continues to influence peace movements. Fans still celebrate his life every year on his birthday and death anniversary. Even in death, Lennon's voice, ideas, and ideals live on. John Lennon's death was shocking, unnatural, and deeply tragic. While officially a homicide, the circumstances, unanswered questions, and security failures continue to haunt the story. One thing is certain. The world lost a musical genius, a cultural icon, and a symbol of peace, and his death will forever remain one of the most mysterious and impactful tragedies in history.